Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
Ryan Seymour, king of Comic Town here in Columbus, Ohio.
Woohoo! We are here for episode 367. We're getting up there, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Now, even on a leap year,
right.
you still wouldn't have enough
Still
days.
wouldn't have enough, man. You wouldn't have enough days. You could watch one a day and we're more than your year. Mm-hmm. Get that. Love that. That's what's up. As you said, we're coming live from Columbus, Ohio, the greatest city on earth. Mm-hmm. I said it, and I'll say it again. It's true. Greatest city on earth.
And now that's on the internet, it's totally true.
Definitely true. Fact check it if you want to. Snopes, y'all know what's up. Okay, so talking about things that have gone down,
Yes.
news things. Mm-hmm. On a local level, actually, we got some sad news today.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Fun, yeah.
Yeah, Will Neal, one of the lovely faces from Big Fun, he passed away suddenly. It seems. I didn't know that he was sick or anything like that.
Yeah.
That sucks bad, man. I hate that we're opening up with sad news.
Yeah.
Like we did
really
last
sucks,
week too.
But he's been a integral part of Columbus's comic and toy. Just
the whole pop culture vibe.
Yeah.
He's been a staple of. So he will be greatly missed. Show some love to Big Fun, guys. Definitely he was a family member to them.
Yeah.
And they're super crushed. So definitely show them some love. If you're in town, do something nice for them, man. Because, again, you never know. Life is crazy that way. So, yeah. Also, that happened, more on a positive side, we'll say. We watched some great stuff this week, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's this book series got turned into a show.
About a legacy.
Yeah, it's a planetary one.
Jupiter's of Nature.
Jupiter's. Yeah. Jupiter's Legacy. It's written by some guy named Mark.
Yeah.
Not Wade. Not Chiarello. Mark Miller! Yeah. Jupiter's Legacy, I've binged only once, and I hate myself for it.
Because it's over?
Yeah.
Or
that it's only that I've only watched it once. I'm kind of looking at myself like, what's wrong with you? Are you tired? Yes. But that's no excuse.
Yes.
I enjoyed this thoroughly.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it's similar enough to the comics and also different enough from the comics.
100%.
Like a perfect balance. It's really, really hard to strike. All right, so I got real quick and I'm going to tell a story about my family. All right. So, which ties into Jupiter's Legacy.
Yes.
So, for family movie night, instead of watching a movie, we actually started watching Jupiter's Legacy. So Stace, my wife, as all you know, we're talking, and she's like, because we've met Mark a couple times,
right?
Correspondent, great guy, and so Stace is like, "How's Mark doing?" And I'm like, I don't know, haven't talked to him for a little bit, but probably pretty well. Look at all the stuff he's got going on. And my son's watching the show, and he's like, "So, which actor is Mark?" I'm like, "Oh, no, Mark Miller, World. He's the writer and producer and whatnot." He's like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then Stace is like, "Yeah, have you ever thought about maybe trying to get him to come back to Columbus? We can hang out again,
please."
Yeah, which I will write that check for, Mark, if you're watching. And that's when Bren's like, "Wait, you guys know this dude?" I'm like, "Yeah,
man, yeah, we're people."
Couple episodes in, Bren looks at me. And I'm not going to use the exact language. He's like a little Irish dude. I really, pick a different word for really, love the show. Please tell Mark thank you. So if you're watching, Mark, my son thanks you for a great show.
Dude, that's so awesome. One that you were able to generationally pull in the kiddo to watch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make mine watch. I don't know if they're naturally intrigued.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna make them do it anyway, so they're gonna learn today. But that's awesome. That's awesome.
It's something yes, there are superpowers. Yes, there's bad guys, good guys, but it's like a family story.
Yes, very much so.
And all the other stuff is attached to it, which accentuates.
Right.
But yeah, it's like we were talking about before filming. It's this generational conflict.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. It's so sweet. It's so good. I do got to give a shout out. Chris Sprouse actually contributed to the comic series, another local creator. So definitely grab the trades. They've been renamed.
Yes.
We'll say.
And resequenced.
Yes.
So chronologically in the story.
Right.
So volume 1 will pick up with, I think,
which was Circle.
Yeah.
Right. So that's important to know. The original Jupiter's Legacy run starts midway through.
Yeah.
And there's things that, be wary if you're reading ahead, because spoilers, guys, spoilers. There's some things that clearly haven't happened in the show that maybe it'll happen this way.
We don't know, though.
Things change, so that's always the best. It's a new experience for everybody, but fantastic job for everybody involved, from the special effects, the costume design, all of that. Yeah. Freaking amazing. And take a bow, Mark, because you're number one in the world, dude. Yeah. We've been saying it, but now you're showing everybody that we're right. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you for that. You like how I just brought that back? It was us. It was us. We always say all us. Okay, so also something that's kind of fun and amazing. I enjoyed it, at least. The Venom 2 trailer.
Yeah.
That was, it was colorful. Very colorful. A lot of teeth.
Yeah, a lot of teeth. Yeah, a lot of
tendril thingies. Yeah. You got to wonder, like, with Venom being as popular as he is, Donnie Cates, thank you. Stegman, thank you. How far down this rabbit hole are we going to go? Are we going to hint at Null? Are we going to get stuff like that?
Maybe. Wow. Yeah, it depends. Because as geeky as it was, I noticed that the Daily Bugle logo was the same as from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
That is true. That is true.
So I'm kind of curious what universe it's taking place in. But yeah, like Null would be awesome. Like a little,
I think it would be mad fun. And I mean, if you consider like the MCU, they jumped into the Winter Soldier like really quickly.
Yeah.
And Null is, it's new material. So why not? I am curious though, like what special things are we going to see in this? Like, are we really going to have our minds blown? I mean, it's Andy Serkis directing.
Yeah.
No one does mocap better than Andy Serkis. Like, if he didn't invent it, he did.
Yeah.
Like, it belongs to him. Like, that's what mocap means, is Andy Serkis in some language. Pick it. I don't care.
Ancient Norwegian.
Means
common knowledge.
Yeah.
Common knowledge.
Hello. I would have known that if I didn't grow up on the South Side. That's my fault. Yeah. But truth is truth, okay? Like, that's just what it is. But no, there's some good stuff coming, man. I'm super excited. We've got, a month till Loki drops?
Yeah.
So...
Oh, I cannot wait for that goodness.
They're just teasing us.
Right?
Just teasing us the whole way. You know what I did watch? I meant to bring this up last week. I watched it last week. I watched the Justice Society World War II animated movie. That was really good.
Yeah.
Like,
DC's animated stuff is no joke. It is as good as Marvel's cinematic stuff.
100%. 100%. And this is like a brand new universe of sorts.
Yeah.
Definitely give this one a watch. It was a lot of fun. Great character voices. Yeah. Oh my God. Like, fantastic cross board. You'll dig it. If you don't respect Aquaman, you will.
Yeah.
I said that.
Because he's more than just some dude that talks to fish.
He does way more than that.
His physical strength.
Yeah.
Just the strength of his skin being at the bottom of the ocean.
Come on. Do that math. And
he looks like Jason Momoa.
And he talks to fish. Mm-hmm. That's sweet. Yeah, I said it. Sweet.
Oh, man. Imagine that. You're just out in Lake Erie talking to a walleye. Like, hey, man.
Asking about his day.
Right? Like, dude, how's it been? Like, I don't know, man. I just swallowed some plastic.
You're like, Ohio,
man.
Sorry. Oh, wait. That's amazing. But absolutely true. Absolutely true. Speaking of OH, okay, so personal news for me. Mm-hmm. Okay, so doing an artist residency. When I'm done, I have on deck, I am doing a novella series to kind of really boost up promotions for the You Create Comics line, right? I'm taking a nod from 80s cartoons. If you guys don't know, pretty much every 80s cartoon that you know and love was designed to sell a toy.
Yeah.
That was what it was for. So I've got this You Create Comics product line. Mm-hmm. I'm doing this novella series to promote the product line. That's what the point is. So in order to prep for this, I went to what is my natural inspiration? What is the key source that is great novellas that speak to kid-friendly audiences?
Yeah.
Excuse me. And that would be Goosebumps books. Without question. So I mentioned this to my lady, and she gets me a 20-book set. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to cry. So I jokingly take a picture of me snuggling this stack of books. You can check it out on my Instagram, @VantageInHouse. And I tag in R.L. Stine hey, childhood recaptured, hometown hero, because he's from here.
Yeah.
And that dude totally responded.
Really?
Like, he liked it and was like, yay, but another fellow Buckeye. And I'm like, yes, I am. Oh, God. So, yeah, like, I've been christened. I don't even care. Like, I have been christened, touched by the pen named Excalibur of R.L. Stein. It has happened.
Man, that's pretty awesome.
Be happier. Thank you. Thank you. Now I have to live up to
like
that,
choice.
that designation. Like, if I don't live up to it, I'm in trouble. I'm in absolute trouble. So, yes. That's happened. Any fun news for the shop? Anything that you guys got coming up soon?
Just
that you can talk about?
Prepping more and more for free comic book takes. It looks like it's really going to happen.
Yay!
August 14th, your local shop will be running it too, more than likely.
Mm-hmm.
So we're starting to prep work for that. Artists in the area, I'll look for invites for me coming out here pretty soon.
That's right.
Because it's one, I kind of want to be safe, not invite too many people.
Of course.
But I think as things are trending the right way, we'll have some really good stuff.
I love it. I'm super excited. I'm going to bring some of my students because we've been talking about comics and places that they can get them.
Yeah.
And some of these kids are, like, they're in, like, a geek desert and they don't know what's here.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, wait, there are comic shops? And I'm like,
yeah.
Great ones. The best ones. You can go to a whole town of comics. In fact, it's a comic town.
It's all in the marketing.
Do, 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 do. We got to clear that song, man.
Oh,
somehow we got to make a commercial using Funky Town
slide whistles.
What are we waiting for?
Everything's like slide whistles are like White Claws. Like as long as you're using it, it's okay.
Okay. And on that note, welcome to Black, White, and Red All Over, where we're going to review, spoiler-free, some of the best new books that came out this week. Yep. We've got a ton of things. I did a lot of reading. I had to put some books back.
There's a ton. I mean, like this week had a very varied.
Varied.
Like there was a great selection of numerous books to choose from.
Yes.
And yeah, it was tough getting down to the 6 that I got.
Tell me about it. Dude, it was nuts. But some great reads. Yes. So let's jump right into this. Mm-hmm. Okay, so on our honorable mentions, this is our, these were highly recommended.
Yeah.
We've got one that's the same.
Yes.
So where do you want to go?
I can jump in with Spider-Man Spider Shadow number 2.
Do it.
All right, Spider-Man Spider Shadow number 2, clearly labeled as What If. Mm-hmm. This one's Chip Zdarsky, Pascal Ferry, Matt Hollingsworth. This is a story that takes place back when Spidey first got back to Earth with the black costume.
Got you.
He's learning that it's something more, that it's more of a symbiote life form, and it is much like the Venom movie we're talking about. Mm-hmm. Parker does something. Like the first issue, I was worried, are they going to really go there?
Right.
And they do. It's Parker getting on the same page as the symbiote. And that's that question of, like, how many times can Batman put Joker back into Arkham?
These are the questions.
And in this, the answer is a very, very low number.
You get one.
Yeah.
One with the symbiote.
Yeah, and it's super brutal. Parker is just evilish. Like wow. I understand his motivations, but yeah, it's amazing. The interaction, the conversation between him and Kingpin.
Yeah. You're going to learn today.
Really good.
All right. So, staying with Marvel,
yep.
I took on Fantastic Four number 32. This is Slott, Silva, Rodriguez. This is the beginning of a new arc, y'all. And as you can see from the very title right here, The Bride of Doom. Dr. Doom is trying to get hitched. He's trying to do some things. The ramifications, the rationale, the build-up, the reasoning, very interesting. We don't really get into it super heavy, but it's hinted at. But in this one, I've never been more disappointed in Johnny Storm.
Really?
Never. Like, Johnny is good for messing things up.
Yes.
We already know. But this is a new level. This...
You can't mess up Doom's romance. Don't Johnny Storm the...
But he does. Ugh. He's such a Johnny. He's such a Johnny.
Oh.
Yeah. So, Johnny's getting in the midst of things, and I'm just like, dude, no.
Yeah,
No. Bad Johnny. Like, super flame retardant spray. Like, no. Bad Johnny.
Man, he's been watching Namor too much.
Oh, completely. You know, I do think that Sue and Namor definitely have swam together. They've shared ocean water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely talked to her fish. And Namor don't even have that power. That's what makes that so amazing. He's like, no, girl, I'll talk to fish. Psych. I'm just playing. But yeah, so this one's going to be a very interesting arc. I'm going to say something slightly critical that I read on the interwebs.
Yep.
Someone said that Dan Slott, the biggest problem with Dan Slott's writing is that overtly nothing changes. And I'm very curious about that. Like, I have to go back through and think about it. Has there been a major change from a Dan Slott run that has stuck? Or is everything such a status quo upheaval that it's never going to stay?
Because Parker, he died-ish.
Right?
He came back.
He got rich. He lost it. Like,
man, I don't know. No.
I know. Like, that was such a, wow. And in terms of corporate books, is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Or is it a bad thing?
Yeah.
When was the last time something happened in a corporate book that stayed? Guys, drop me something in the comments below. I think the last thing that I can think of is Cyclops and Emma Frost being together.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
but are they now? I don't think so. So, in fact, I think it's a throuple with Scott, Jean, and Logan. So, okay. Yeah. That's all I got.
All right. Coming back for issue 2 on the Silver Coin.
You and your dark places.
Yeah. This one is by Kelly Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
Lines, colors, and letters by Michael Walsh.
Nice.
All right.
Looks good.
So this is part of the anthology series that Image is doing, horror-based. There is a coin that is magical, but it is evil.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is...
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's definitely not for kiddies. This is very...
Wow!
Yeah.
Oh, I would watch this movie.
Yeah, it's... If you're watching the Friday the 13th movies, right? And you're like, I really wish I could sleeping bag somebody. This book is for you. If you've ever thought, man, humans are just really like ketchup packets for blood, this book is for you.
Oh, would you like fries with that?
Yeah, it's oh my gosh. Yeah, it's this little girl. She ends up she's a horror fan. She ends up going to a campground, and she is very low on the social chain. She's getting picked on, and she runs into the coin, and hijinks occur. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I feel so bad for her. And then,
my God.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Michael, are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? Having to illustrate those things?
Have you ever been on stage playing guitar with Prince?
Just curious. Does your guitar gently weep? Okay.
Yep.
Wow, that was tasty and dark. I like it.
I did not expect it.
Now they're all like one shot, self-contained?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that trade. When that comes out, I'm gonna live in that trade. Oh god, it's so good. Okay. Chip Zdarsky was busy this month. So you got Justice League Last Ride. Zdarsky, we've got Mendonca. It's very okay. So let me make sure. Miguel Mendonca is the artist on this one. I have no idea what this is. Okay, like I grabbed it. Like okay, Justice League Last Ride. Let's find out what this is.
Yeah.
The setup is otherworldly, possibly in a future where things ain't quite right. Number one, the art is dope. Like. Mendonca is somebody who I feel like a jerk because I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
But looking at the art, I'm like, I should be loving you.
Yeah.
Should have been loving you. Like, what is wrong with me? It's my fault. It's not you. It's definitely me. This is a Justice League that is fragmented, broken, and there's a huge rift. Like, huge, right? When you've got, some of the mainstays at odds with one another, and the rest of the league falls apart because of it. Like, it's rough, man. But this is a fun, crazy story. I don't even know what is this built off of something? Don't I know?
It's one that it was originally going to be straight to digital and then to comics.
Yeah.
It's one of the things I love what DC's doing right now is they're doing these miniseries, these anthologies, these stories that they're not concerning themselves with continuity.
Oh, that's
They're
awesome.
just telling a story.
Yes.
That's good. And they're letting creators come in and do that. And that's part of that thought process that they're going in with, which I'm 100% for, especially in the DCU where it's like there's an infinite number of universes.
Yes.
Just tell a
Tell
story.
a story.
Yeah.
Just like throw a story, let it hit. People enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one thoroughly. I don't know where it's going, but I'm here. Issue 2, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, I'm ready. My body's ready. My mind will follow. Speaking of ready bodies.
From Image Comics.
Yes. Geiger, number 2. Jeff Johns, Gary Frank, Brad Anderson. Legendary creators, okay?
Yeah.
Like, without question, these guys know what it means to make comics that people love. This world building has gotten so crazy.
Yeah.
It's
post-nuclear war.
very much so.
The survivors of the nuclear war have begun creating little factions, little city-states,
Right.
That they exist in. It looks like there's some leaders of them are benevolent, some are just like
Horrible.
Yeah,
Horrible.
and this mythical person, this ghost, this glowing man, is wandering these wastes, and this is really awesome.
Right. Like, first issue, it was all about spectacle and scale. And now we're going to bring it down to more human-based storytelling and really get you to, like, care about the people that you're going to read about.
Yeah.
And they do such a good job.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeff Johns is a master at, characterization, dialogue. Gary Frank, show me a drawing that Gary Frank did that you don't love. And you're lying.
Yeah,
Okay?
I'll sucker punch you.
Like, dead on. Like, gang, you don't talk about Gary that way. Wrong tone. You do it again, I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Like, does your mother sew? Have her sew that, okay? It's classic. This joke, Derek. I don't know if you caught that reference. Please don't take out the dialogue there. It was a quote. It was an homage. Don't get us in trouble. I really like this.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Like, all right. So Image has got a couple other post-apocalyptic future books going on. Post-Americana, and then Undiscovered Country.
Yep.
This one, like for me personally, Americana is better than Undiscovered Country. But this is quickly, like, it's about to take over.
That's okay. So I have a different take on this one. I like this one. This feels like, dare I say, a comic intended to sell you a toy that glows like this guy does.
I'd buy it.
I would too. Like,
It has that.
like it's a grown up 80s cartoon. Like, that's what this is. And Post Americana I think is a little bit more literature based. So it still has that mark for me, but this it's a grown up 80s cartoon. This is heavy metal movie, but like taken very seriously. And I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Wonder if this was the concept was come up with and maybe even started plotting and drawing during Doomsday Clock.
Maybe. Like, because this got to be something that, like, how did they come up with that conversation?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, you wanna do, you know what toy I loved? I did too. Boom. Geiger. I think it works. Please come out with a Geiger toy.
Oh, yeah.
And if it doesn't glow, don't come out with the Geiger toy.
It has to glow. It has to glow.
Like, we got to put it up by a light, right? Like that classic move, right? And then in the dark, it glows. So make that happen, please. Pretty please.
Please.
It could even be like, ooh, okay, double technology. The regular one, right, is him in his regular form.
Yeah.
You dip it in water to reveal the fluorescent glow color scheme piece. There you go. There you go. Somebody design that, okay? I just gave you the blueprint. Let's make $1 million. All I want is 10%. That's it. Just break me off a little change. Little meh. I'm
Shed
good.
there.
Yeah, come on. Okay, moving on to the acrylic. These are the ones that are
the best.
Hardcore. Best. Definitely read these. Pretty please, if you know what's good for you. Where do you want to start?
How about we save the one that we're same till the end?
Yes, I agree with this. I'm going to start with this one.
Yeah, it's super ambitious.
Okay, so across the tracks, shout out to Megascope. All right, so this one is important for the culture. And I got to give mad love because I know these guys.
Oh, nice.
So shout out to Alvin Ball. He's out of Chicago. Alvin, this is so crazy. So I've known Alvin for years, and he's always been like this very quiet writer. Like he'll just come through, drop like a ton of work, and then like disappear for a little while.
Yeah.
And he's a fantastic guy. I love him to death. Shout out to you, Alvin. You're my guy. Stacey Robinson, incredible creator, scholar, like across the board. Fantastic guy. Love you, Stacey. And this is like a new imprint that's being curated and run by John Jennings, doctor, like of all greatness, John Jennings. I don't even know if he is a doctor, but it doesn't matter. I'm calling you that for life.
From Comic Town University.
Daggone right.
You just got a degree.
Team Lightskins. That's what we do. So this is a whole imprint that's going to focus, I think, a little bit more on like Afrofuturism and fun things like that. But this right here, they timed this so perfectly. Yeah. Time for the 100th anniversary of the Tulsa Massacre. So if you watched Watchmen and you learned that there was this, Black Wall Street massacre, like crazy thing, and you're like, well, what is that? No more excuses, okay? Like you can learn without prejudice, okay? Without accusation, without feeling bad, unless you should. This is a great way to experience what that story was. It's not super graphic. It's not, super heavy. It's very informative. And that's the thing I really, really liked about it. It's set up to be very accessible, very informative, and to really give you some history, to tell you like, this is what happened. Yeah. And what's crazy is we are literally like days away from the 100th anniversary of this act, this most violent, racially motivated attack in American history. So definitely check it out. Again, I know I'm telling you it's heavy. The presentation of it, the story, and the art lighten it. I don't even want to say lighten. That's not even the right term. It makes it accessible. Let me say that.
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah, totally makes it accessible so that, like, I expect this to be seen in schools. Yeah. Like, this is the history. This is the real truth of American history. Share this, teach this, show this so that people know where they come from and what we are capable of on every level. Both the bad, but definitely the good. See that, know that. That's dope. Yeah, cross the tracks, man.
Yeah.
High marks, y'all. High marks.
All right. From Image Comics, Time Before Time. All right, so we got...
I like that logo.
It's really, really cool. Like, everything visual about this book is amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so we have two writers on it. We got Declan Shelby and Rory McConville. Joe Palmer's doing the art. This is a time travel story.
Oh, you got me.
Where it's interesting because you're paying people in the future to take you to a different time, not as a tourist, but you're like, I would like to emigrate to Norway. But no, I would like to emigrate to 1999.
Oh my God.
And like it's just crazy. These two people, they're the people that are like the time coyote. I think probably the best way to describe them in 2 words. And they just realize that they're never going to get out of this business. That they're trapped by the people in charge,
right?
Which it's a crime syndicate, so it's not like a governmental or anything.
I'm going to talk to the manager. No, you're not.
No. So they hatch this plan,
right,
to steal one of these time travel things, and they're just going to Thelma and Louise it and just go. And things don't go according to plan.
Of course they don't.
The whole description of a 15-year period of time where one of them went missing.
Oh,
but it was like a day in their time.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah, this was hysterical where it needed to be, sad where it needed to be. Yeah, just the two.
Is this a one-off, or is this an ongoing?
It's an ongoing or a miniseries. One of the two. Because the creative team absolutely killed it.
Nice.
Yeah, high marks.
Yeah, I'm buying that. Okay. Peter Parker, the Amazing Shutterbug, #1, as part of the Heroes Reborn arc. Okay, art-wise, we got Della Torre and Ron Lim on this one. Writing-wise, Mark Bernardin of Fat Man Beyond fame and many other things, right? I'm not going to lie. I grabbed this because of Mark Bernardin. I love you, Mark. You know this. We met at San Diego like 2 years ago, and I got like a couple minutes to chat with him, which was awesome. And when it comes to black voices in comics, there aren't that many. Hence why things like this need to exist. So I want to say, like, I heard him talk about writing this on Fat Man Beyond, and he was like, yeah, Marvel hit me up. And I'm like, that's amazing that, like, Marvel just does that. Yeah. Like, yay that your profile is high enough that Marvel reaches out and goes, hey, you want to write this? But with what you wrote, are you okay? Are you okay? Did they catch you at a time where you were feeling the feels? Because holy crap, okay? I get that the Heroes Reborn thing kind of takes like the Marvel history and they turn it on their ear, but did you personally have to be this way to Peter Parker? What did Pete do to you? Okay, I just need to know. Like, if you are a true Peter Parker fan, read this with tissues. Because it goes to a place where you're like, well, dang, Pete just can't win. Like,
no matter what universe it is.
None. And low-key, like, one could say, you know, oh, he became Spider-Man, and yes, things went difficult, but at least he was Spider-Man. This world is different. Oh, this world is different.
Parker.
And yeah. If Pete, how about that for a bug analogy? Pete gets stepped on so hard in life in this book, it's not even funny. I don't want there to be a book 2. That's how bad this is. This got so bad where I was like, don't do book 2. Pete deserves to just let it in, man. Don't, just stop. Just stop. Oh God, you're gonna kill him. Like, just, it's like that, man. It's how I feel. Like, dude, what did he do to you? Okay? Did they tell you it was only a one shot? And you're like, you're gonna learn today. Like, y'all, from now on, y'all give Mark Bernard 2 issues, okay? Y'all give him 2 issues, or else this is what happens. You want ants? This is how you get ants. Okay? I'm done.
Fair. I don't know how to follow that up. From DC Comics, we've got Joker. Number 3. The creators are also really, really amazing.
Of course.
James Tynion, the 4th writer, who's also doing Batman. Like, yes. How are you able to pump out
so much Batman? It's so good.
Oh, because this by itself is a great Batman story.
Right.
Guillermo March is doing the art.
Nice.
Rafe Parado the colors, and Tom Napolitano is the letters.
Love them letters.
So this is one that, even though it's listed, it's titled Joker. Mm-hmm. It's really Commissioner Gordon has been hired to hunt down the Joker.
So good.
And kill him.
Yeah.
Smoke him like a pack of fools. And he has now begun down this path, and he's in South America. He's trying to track him down, and
oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know how to say anything and maintain the 0 spoiler, but anytime you interact with the Joker, does it ever go according to plan?
No, there should be no plan.
There should be no, because he is a warp in reality.
Yes.
Like, whatever common sense or patterns should exist,
right?
As soon as you inject Joker, the stuff turns to poop and the toilet won't flush.
That's about right.
And this is where Commissioner Gordon finds himself. So, yeah, it's amazing.
With new white socks on as the tub overflows.
Yeah. And
that's what that is.
Yeah. Chocolate soup is what he's dancing in. It's, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's amazing. So Charles, absolutely killing it.
I love it.
And, I love it. Yeah, Commissioner Gordon doing what nobody else has the stones to.
Jeez. Okay, so I saw on TikTok... a few guys were commenting on the notion of if Joker was in the Marvel Universe, that he wouldn't survive. And I have very strong feelings about this.
Interesting. Punisher wouldn't hesitate. He would not get stage fright.
Okay, so here's my answer to that, though, right? Because that was immediately what somebody referenced.
Yeah.
But Punisher lives in the same place, but so does Norman Osborn.
Oh.
So if Punisher has never killed Norman Osborn, why would he necessarily kill Joker?
Yeah.
Like...
That's true.
Right? Yeah, like, Kingpin still exists,
Now I'm more like questioning Punisher's.
Me too. Like, dude, you're only going after people that you could nerf easily. Show me King or like Punisher going after somebody of substance.
Punisher is a bully.
Yes. Like Victor Creed still exists. Sabretooth is walking around pretty. Like he's never even heard of Frank Castle before. I feel like they would have served together in Vietnam now.
That would be really cool.
That would be dark.
Yeah.
That would be super dark.
Man, yeah, now I'm thinking like Punisher just really isn't crap.
Right?
Like
one person of substance he tries to go up against, Dakin. And what happens? Frankencastle.
Yeah.
So I think Joker wisely would like...
Joker would have friends.
He would. He would marry Deadpool and somehow...
Carnage, him and Carnage hanging out.
Oh my God. They're drinking buddies.
Yeah.
The worst ones.
What if the symbiote?
Yeah.
Got Joker?
We would all die.
Yeah.
I'm almost thinking, like, their level of crazy is too in sync, the symbiote wouldn't stick. Like, it would just slide off of him. And they would think it's funny.
Oh, man. But if it did stick, like, I could see Null, like, actually reaching into Null's butthole and, like, pulling himself inside out
and be like,
to escape.
Yeah, yeah. What if the Joker's smile was just symbiote?
Oh, Jiminy Christmas.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You are welcome. That's right. Okay. Let that dance in your nightmares. Move over, Pennywise. There's another killer clown. Okay. AfterShock. Y'all be coming up with some stories, yo. The world building, the setup.
Yeah.
Y'all had me, okay? Y'all had me. This one, Olivia Quintero Briggs, Luca Murley on the art. Silver City #1.
Yeah. This is not the afterlife we need.
Oh my God.
This is the afterlife we deserve,
man. This, okay, who directed the movie Dark City?
Oh, yeah.
That's the vibe that I got from this.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what Dark City is, first of all...
What do you... Just stop watching.
Right,
Just
okay.
stop. And I don't even mean like stop and like go watch. I mean stop. I don't want you watching
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Like you got to do something better with your whole life. Dark City is arguably the precursor to the whole vibe that is The Matrix.
Yeah.
Right? So watch Dark City, learn yourself, find out who you actually are, and then come back and see what we're talking about. But the way of building this world, this crazy, dark, semi-sinister place that is built on the illusion of understanding.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All the rules that you've built into this first issue, this is a fully formed concept. Why is this not a movie? What are y'all waiting for?
Yeah, this is one that I could easily see optioned as a movie or a television series.
100%.
It's, without spoiling anything.
Yeah.
When you die, the afterlife is not what any of us have thought, except for maybe the writers of this.
And Prince. Prince definitely tells you.
Because he played a gig there.
He did.
Came back, gave Sinead O'Connor a song.
And was like, nothing compares. Yeah. Dude, okay. So character-wise, I'm involved. The stakes are crazy. Seriously, okay, the way that they set up the opening, and you're like involving yourselves with multiple people, and you don't know who you're supposed to be following.
Yeah, and then it happens, and I'm flipping back and forth like,
did that just happen?
Right?
What? Okay. Without spoilers, this takes place in an afterlife. The afterlife? We don't know. But as you understand what the afterlife is supposed to be, it is different.
Yes.
It's very different. In fact, it is another world entirely. It's volatile.
Mm-hmm.
It's slightly dangerous. They have rules.
Yes.
Oh my God, the subtle world building is so dope.
There's like a weird lethality to the...
Yes!
There's both a permanence and a fragility.
Yes.
To your existence on the other side.
It's very Italian. Fragile.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Very.
It was so good. Like, the scale of it, because it's an afterlife big enough for every human that's ever died.
Yeah. Every single last one. Like...
So it's this sprawling metropolis.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's more like Gotham than it is Like, because when you hear Silver City, you're like, oh, man.
Yay!
You're like, no, it's Detroit.
Yeah. Very much so Detroit.
It's...
Okay? You're going to get stabbed in heaven. Like, that's the idea here, okay? I actually saw... I saw a lady that was like, I would rather die in Detroit than live in Ohio. And I'm like,
oh, really?
You live in Detroit, that's a guarantee. Like, I don't even understand, like, why you thought that was a diss. Like, we're over here laughing at you like, yeah. Foregone conclusion. Yeah.
Way to go.
Right. We don't give a damn about the whole state of Michigan, okay? The whole state of Michigan. The whole state
including
of Michigan. We're from Ohio, all right? OH. All right, so this one... In terms of cool factor, it's easily a 10.
Oh, yeah.
Easily a 10. Yeah. Is there a character that you want to be in this one?
Probably. I'm actually really curious about a couple of them.
Right.
There seems to be a lot more going on with the guitarist.
I agree.
And, man, there's something.
Something. I want to know what's up with the little girl that we meet right away. I feel like there's something there.
It could be a throwaway character, but the one that's like standing at the desk in the office with the choppers. Like,
these are questions. I don't think that anything here is throwaway, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like it's all going to connect in some crazy way, and it's going to be fantastic. Definitely check out this book. This is definitely my book of the week pick.
It's super good.
Without question.
Super good.
Yeah, 100% super dope. Again, I'm Victor Dandridge, hardest working man in comics. You can follow me at Vantage In-House on all forms of social media.
Yeah, Ryan Seymour at IrishRye39 on just about every form of social media.
Daggone right. And we hope that you guys enjoyed this. Enjoyed it how much? So much that you click the like button, and maybe you want some more. And if you do, what should they do?
Hit subscribe and the bell.
Oh, yeah.
Every week we bring this to you, and that bell will tell you, hey, the awesome is here.
Psst. Hey, you want to hear about some comics? You want to hear about them? We'll show you. You want to see some comics? We'll show you some comics. We won't tell you all the things, but we'll show you a little bit.
Just enough.
That's right. You want to see all of it? You got to follow our OnlyFans account. Yeah.
It's mostly young blood back issues, and
you can feel the blood. Yeah. I Liefeld hard. So hard.
Blood.
It's extreme.
Blood strike. Blood pouch.
Blood pouch. Blood pool. Blood force. Blood force X. You don't even know. All the blood. Raw blood.
Raw. Nasty.
Yeah.
Pools of blood.
All of it.
Like a hot tub.
Shimmering.
Oh my gosh.
Can you smell it?
Smells like paradise.
Blouses.